Hey there, John here, and last night I hung out with a hypnotist and two magicians. True story. Now, part of what makes those acts entertaining is you're never quite sure what's going to happen. With a magician, you could pick a card, and then turn around and there's a volcano in the shape of your card. Okay, that hasn't happened yet, but it's coming. I can feel it. With hypnosis, you're never quite sure how people are going to behave when they 100% believe they're in a different situation. There's an element of surprise there, and surprise is very powerful, and with anything powerful you could use it for good or evil. But I recommend using it for good because you should use everything for good. One of my favorite pieces of advice is this. Your success in life is based on what you do after you do what you're expected to do. So do what's expected and then do a little something more that's not expected. In other words, surprise people. Surprise your boss, surprise your wife, surprise the world, surprise yourself. Now let me teach you a magic trick. I'm not going to teach you a magic trick, but I'll teach you the general case about magic tricks. When you buy a book on magic, generally the major headings are going to be these. What they see, what you'll need, the preparation, and the performance. And that's a good way to start when you're planning how to surprise people or how to do something they don't expect. Start with the final effect you want them to experience, and then work backwards to figure out what you need to do in the background to make it happen, what you need to do beforehand to make sure everything's in place, what tools and props you need to make sure that everything works correctly. This is also called yes-if thinking. Come up with something that's impossible, but it would be really cool if it could happen. You could say no because, and then all the reasons why it's impossible, or you could say yes, if we can get this other thing to happen first. Then come up with ways to make that happen. This type of thinking built Disneyland, which is pretty much one of the most magical places on Earth. And if they can do it, you can too. Toodles.